What's going on, people? It's your boy Mac Attack back at it again with some more boxing news, views, and opinions. Let's get it. So today, I just want to talk to y'all, touch bases, man. I've been having some trouble getting my YouTube video out that I wanted to get out because of some copywriting issues. As far as showing the footage from the fight. I know that's you, Oscar De La Hoya. Oh, I don't want everybody to see Tank getting knocked out right away. They don't need to be looking at him like that. He's going to come back stronger. Man, he ain't coming back to Golden Boy De La Hoya. I already told you. He done over there. If you look at my video, it's called The Day Before Oscar Loses Ryan. And that's exactly what happened. Abandoned, left for dead, you know what I'm saying? And honestly, I always talk about the biggest rivalry in the sport. It's always Hispanic and black fighters and shit, and it could be a healthy rivalry. Sometimes it could take like some political turns, but overall I think it's a respect thing. And one thing I noticed is Leonard Ellerbe and Ryan Garcia got a lot of respect for each other. They always seem to rock with each other over the years, you know what I'm saying? Always cordial, always like dapped up and talking. I think he liked the kid. He liked the kid a lot. And even after Gervonta, when they won, Gervonta team showed Ryan a lot of love, man. And, it could have been different. He could have been, he could have treated him a whole different way. Especially considering the fact that Ryan was out there all by himself. You know what I mean? Not like they would have did anything, to him that was, off the wall or out of pocket or something. But they could have definitely rubbed it in that his team abandoned him, and they tried to make it seem like Tank and his team were the ones that weren't confident. So a lot of that was projecting going on. But let's talk about what's next. I told y'all I wanted to build off the video. I had to wait till they even let me put the recap out. You know what I'm saying? The realest recap out so I could even build off of it. So I want to talk about Ryan, elaborate on what they say is in his future now. And this might get a little harsh for some, and some people might be like, oh man, you really think this gonna happen? Because my predictions, man, I think 3-4 moves ahead like chess, right? So let me tell you what I think is gonna end up happening with Ryan Garcia. Like, the first thing people do, a corporation, a person, anybody, when they want to try to overhaul their image, it's always under new management. In Ryan's case, or in a boxer's case, that's usually getting a new trainer, right? Now, in some cases, it can make a difference. I think Deontay Wilder's changing, coaches made a difference. I think Tio is talented enough, even though this it's always fuck Tio at Macworld. I think he's talented enough to where if he got a different trainer other than his dad, where he could just kind of do what he wanted, then he would do better. But the first thing they do is under new management. So Ryan's problem is not necessarily with his trainer, because he was with a different trainer before, and Ryan had the same problem with both trainers, but it just played out in different ways. Both trainers, Eddie Reynoso and Joe Goosen, both said Ryan does what he wants to do. It's hard to get somebody to work on their fundamentals when they coming in there to kind of do what they want to do, and they kind of reduce it to like, well, I'm paying you, so you work for me. Everybody in Ryan's sphere is kind of working for him. It's not really like nobody around him he really worked for. He's really the golden child. I call it child star syndrome, where no one can really tell you what to do, and they don't really tell you what to do, especially when it comes to matters of you being kind of immature, because also you're their boss and they need you to pay them, so they don't tell you much. And I think that'll be one of Ryan's problems going forward, and it's about listening. So let's call problem one his listening skills. He's gonna have to listen to a coach, put his trust in a team to know his flaws and to help him work on it and not take it personal. And then I'm gonna get to the second problem Ryan is having, or I think he will have going forward. As a boxer, his his social media star power is a liability. Because a lot of people, man, and he really seems like the type, especially with his mental health issues, they get a lot of their encouragement and a lot more mentally out of social media than they should. You know what I'm saying? He's always like he does the punch challenge where they don't challenge him. He punches the other person. That's an ego feeding challenge. Like, that's not really you getting challenged. That's you challenging. Everybody else is being challenged except you. So it's like things like that, he's going to be a lot more self-conscious of his image. It's a lot more, I think he just got a lot more pressure on himself. And even Ryan, when he's just interacting and he's on social media, his personality is way different than when it's time to fight. It's like the life gets sucked out of him during those weeks when he's about to fight, and even in the ring. I guess people could call it focus, but to me it just come off as more like, man, an extreme attempt to like keep his nerves in check. And lastly, the thing is, his division that he's trying to campaign at. He was trying to use his weight advantage for a reason. Say it ain't so. Y'all know he was trying to stay, calling out people under him for a reason. He don't want to really fight 140 and he talk about rehydration clauses. All that stuff gonna come back around to bite him, because you gonna fight some 140 fighters that can hydrate up to 154. You are a fighter that's walking around at 147, so you like to drain and come back up and fight the little guys. But now you about to fight some heavy hitters, and I don't see Ryan just taking a whole lot of, like, trying to be a star and have endorsements and getting beat the fuck up by everybody, because that's what I see too. I don't see him beating no top guys that worked hard to get there, that had to fight dog fights, and that are ready to go with good trainers and not, a lot of switching and management and all that. But that's all I got for y'all today, man. I just want to talk about, what I see in the future for Rai. Oh, man, I'm going to come back, man. I'm going to come back stronger, man. Y'all going to see I'm going to come back. I'm knocking everybody out in the first round. But, we going to see what happened, man. And I want y'all to remember this one thing, man. You can play games, but you can't play boxing. I'm gone.